Hello, buddy. Omni here. It seems like it is definitely a Pokemon week. We got a second trailer for Detective Pikachu, and then earlier this morning, there was a Pokemon Direct, and we got the reveal for the next installments in the main line of Pokemon games. I've already started to see many a meme coming about, mostly regarding the settings and, of course, the titles of the games. Apparently, they are Sword and Shield. I'm curious if they're going to do like a third game with some other type of medieval imagery. Trebuchet I've seen, and I was like polearm, javelin. I don't know. We'll have to see. I know they didn't do that with Sun and Moon, but they did Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon with whatever. They were essentially the same game. But let's go ahead and check this out. And yeah, I've seen the starters already, and I know a little bit about the setting. I haven't seen any of the gameplay or any of the footage for it yet, so this will be a first for that. So let's go ahead and let's just check it out together.
Welcome to the Pokemon Direct. I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company.
Hello.
Today, I would like to share some very special information with all of you. Pokemon trainers all around the globe have already enjoyed many adventures in the various regions of the Pokemon world.
I started back in the black and white times.
Along the
Not
way,
Pokemon black and white, but when the games were literally black and white.
Countless other Pokemon trainers and experienced stories all their own. And this year, a new Pokemon journey will begin for all of you. We've prepared a special video to welcome you to the setting of your next adventure. Please take a look.
All right. I really liked Sun and Moon, and despite any of the complaints, I enjoyed very much Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. This looks... Ooh. Dude. Aww. Dang it. I was hoping that we'd at least have the Let's Go element, like where you could see the Pokemon in the wild. Oh well. That's okay. I really like this world and the way you explore it. What? Is there gonna be a football mini game? Not actual game footage. I'm already on Team Score Bunny. Dude, that's awesome. It's like it's a water chameleon. Oh. I wish this was actual game footage. I'm kind of over that color scheme, though, for the grass types. But it's whatever. Sword. Shield. With wolf heads. So I wonder if the legendaries are literally going to be like a wolf head sword and a wolf head shield.
Today, we are pleased to announce
that would be so weird.
In the main series of Pokemon RPGs for Nintendo Switch, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield.
I'm a little disappointed that they're not doing a whole lot more with it.
Adventure that awaits you in these games. I'd like to ask this
because it still looks very standard, just way better looking.
I'm Junichi Masuda from Game Freak, and I have been working as the producer for these titles.
Hello.
Right now, we at Game Freak are hard at work on the development of Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. For the veteran Pokemon trainers who have experienced so many adventures with us up until now, for the new trainers who held a Pokeball for the first time in the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu game, or the
I'm
Pokemon
sorry.
Let's Go Eevee game, and for all those out there looking to become Pokemon
I mean, I had
trainers
fun.
for the first time.
I don't know if that's a very valid first
These
dive.
games will be new entries in the
It's
Pokemon series.
it's a
Playing
gateway
games that will
game.
Get any player fired up and excited. Since these are new entries, naturally, you'll find that they take place in a new region, with never-before-seen Pokemon living there and new adventures you've yet to experience. So let's turn to the director of these games, our own Mr. Omori, to hear more.
I'm Shigeru Omori
Hello.
from Game Freak. I'm working as the director for Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. The setting of these games is known as the Galar region.
Galar.
Galar is an expansive region with many environments, containing idyllic countryside and contemporary cities, vast plains, and craggy snow-covered mountains.
I don't know why I'm getting the
The people
Attack
of
on
Pokemon
Titan
live
vibe
here,
from it.
and they've worked together to develop the industries in the region. Here in this region, you'll visit gyms with the newly discovered Pokemon you choose to be your first partner, aiming for the enviable and admirable title of champion.
Okay.
So let's get to know the Pokemon that could be
I would have
your
really
next
liked it
partner.
to like be something different in this
Chip
region, much
Pokemon,
like it was
Yuki.
in
This
Sun and Moon.
mischievous Pokemon is full of boundless curiosity. The rabbit Pokemon Scorbunny, which is always running about, bursting with energy.
Gotta
And
go
the
fast.
water lizard Pokemon Sobble. It's a bit timid, shooting out attacks as it hides itself in the water.
Oh, cause it
Choose
sobs.
one of these distinct Pokemon to be your trusty partner and set out across the Galar region on a new adventure. Along the way, there will be many more never-before-seen Pokemon waiting to meet you and be discovered. As we work on the development of these games,
Okay.
our goal has been to create the greatest Pokemon
I wonder how many
experience
we're gonna have.
We're challenging ourselves
after
to
this
try
one.
new things, while still treasuring what makes Pokemon special. So we hope you'll all be looking forward to the adventures awaiting you in the Galar region.
So, what did you think?
I liked it.
Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield
I'm-
will be released simultaneously worldwide in late
I'm a
2019.
little disappointed
And
that-
that's not all you'll have to look forward to in 2019.
that more of the engine's not being utilized, that we're not really doing anything different as far as combat. It still
Thank
looks
you all for tuning
like
in
the
today.
normal turn-based. It's still, the trainer battles are still the same. Even like what I really loved about Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee was the wild feeling you had of encountering Pokemon in the wild. And I was really hoping that these next entries would take it into a next step. Like Breath of the Wild like opened up a whole lot of like ideas for like an open world kind of game, and I was really hoping, I know it's like hope very hopeful to get one a Pokemon game that's like on that scale, but not like that specifically, but I wanted like a lived in world, much like Let's Go was. Like it was a step towards that direction. I thought it was going to be a hint towards what we would be getting later this year. So it's a little disappointing that it's still just, let's crouch around in the grass and wait for a random battle to happen to instigate it. I do at least like that they're not getting rid of the random, the wild Pokemon combat like they did in Let's Go, because it definitely made leveling up and progressing a lot more of a chore in Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu. So that's good. I'm glad that is still the case. You can fight the wild Pokemon, you can capture the wild Pokemon as you always have, as it's always been, even in the shows and anime, manga, all that junk. But like, it just feels like a little bit of a backpedal and a little underwhelming. Like, I like the design of the world. I like the aesthetics of it. I like the use of the new graphics. The way the game looks is great, and it definitely carries off and builds off of the Let's Go aesthetic, and I like that. I like it a lot. It's really refreshing, and I like seeing like this new area that we're in, and it's more industrialized area that we're in. Usually the new starters are always kind of hit or miss. I really like the designs of these ones so far. It really kind of harkens back to some of the earlier designs, mostly Gen 2 and more around that era. Um, so I'm really curious to see like what all kinds of new Pokemon we'll see along with them. Also, usually our case or emblems for the games end up having some type of relationship with the legendary Pokemon introduced in the titles. And like I said earlier, I'm wondering if we're just going to get a really big sword Pokemon and then a big legendary shield Pokemon. That'd be really interesting. Assuming the designs harken into what they show in the logos, or if it's going to be something completely different. Um, yeah, I just wish there was a little bit more of a change in the formula. At this point, this is the first game on a current gen system using the full power of the Switch. Hopefully, that would be what you would hope, and we're still just doing standard Pokemon stuff again. So that's extremely underwhelming and a little disappointing for me. Again, that's just the assumption that I have on what we saw. It did look like turn based. It did look like the way it was presented that it's just walking through the grass and then random battle triggers. It could just be the way this is presented. This is the first look at the game, so I will give it every benefit of the doubt that maybe we'll see some more we'll see it expand more beyond that after we get closer in towards the release, because I believe it's supposed to be at the end of the year. Um, so who knows? We'll have to see and wait. I'm gonna play it regardless because I need to get more use out of my Switch in the first place. But we'll talk about it more as more comes out. I'm looking forward to it. Still, despite being a little bummed that they're not going bigger. At least what they've shown so far, they're not going really much bigger with the gameplay elements. I'm still excited. I still like playing the majority of these Pokemon games. They still fill up my time whenever I have it, and I have a good time usually. I felt like everything had been kind of getting a little stale up until Sun and Moon, and I just thought the aesthetic of the Hawaiian setting, the change up in some of the Gen 1 Pokemon, like the regional variants, really kind of like interested me a lot. And the way they changed and altered the formula a little bit with like you didn't have gems, but you had the kahunas and stuff like that. It was kind of the same thing but different. It was the theme that I really enjoyed, and especially the relationship with your rival is a friendly one, which was new as well until you even get into Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. They kind of mirror that and move that onward. You don't have the douchebag rival that's just like showing you up at every turn or whatever. Hal was definitely a refreshing change, and I don't know. There's a lot of like warm and welcoming things about Sun and Moon that I really enjoyed. So I'm hoping we get at least some similar themes and ideas going forward in this. Overall, positive. Team Score Bunny for sure. Almost always pick the fire type unless they literally look terrible. But I really like the designs of all these. I really like Sobble too. So I don't know. I'll probably still go with Score Bunny. Anyway, let me know who your starter is going to be. If you still even play Pokemon, which one's your favorite? Who's your favorite Pokemon? Let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys later. Take care.